All I hear is stress. You want to talk about stress, though? You know what I found out Saturday? Or Sunday, I should say?
What?
Rooster is engaged.
Engaged?
Yes.
How is that stress on you?
No. They're stress.
Oh, they're stressed.
Yeah. They have to
Why
plan
are
a
they
wedding.
stressed? Shouldn't they be happy?
You have to plan a wedding.
Oh, that's why they're stressed.
Yeah. I had to drop something off at their apartment today, and so I was asking him all kinds of questions because he didn't tell us Wednesday when he was there that he was gonna do it, and he was like, "Yeah, I thought about it," but he's like, "I wanted to keep it contained," and I made the joke like, "Yeah, what am I gonna do? Text?" Actually, we don't have a name for her for his fiance now. We'll have to get one. Anyways, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Text her at the dinner table like, "Oh my God, he's going to propose"? No. Now I could
Did he
see.
just propose at dinner, or was it anything big and
They
special?
went
Or
to James Arthur, and I guess maybe they're just having a nice date there, and he proposed.
with the middle of dinner?
I don't know. I didn't ask that much. I wasn't too curious about the proposal. I was more curious about everything that followed afterwards.
See, I've always wondered, how if because see, I've never seen it been done, so I've always been curious, if people actually do it like in public, or if they, want to be more privative and secretive about it.
Well, so like in this case, he knows she's gonna say yes, and she, it's, and the thing is, personally, I think it's kind of weird doing it in public. Like it's really cool and romantic ish, and like, oh my God, be just like
Unless
the
you get turned down. Did
movies.
you ever see that video of that? See, there on YouTube, you can find anything. And one day I was like, there has to be videos, compilations, of proposals gone wrong.
Oh yeah, you see him on Instagram once in a while.
I was wondering if I showed you the one how he writes this girl a song on a, I don't know if it's ukulele or something. He starts to sing, and then he gets down on one knee, and then when she immediately realizes what he's about to do, she grabs it out of his hand and bonks him on the head with it. He passes out. She bonks him on the head with the
Was it
ukulele.
supposed to be was she saying no, or was she like, "You're an idiot, why are you doing it here"?
I don't think she wanted to get married at all.
Oh.
Because the minute he started to get down on one knee, she was like, no, 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 no. Like, there wasn't a lot of people around, And so I think she just didn't want to get married, but she grabbed it out of his hand, bumped him on the head, and he collapsed just out cold. it was it was pretty funny.
I I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they're all over. You can find all kinds of proposal compilation fails. You've seen them on AFV,
She bumped him on the head with his own ukulele. I don't know. It
but
cracked me up.
it's just like, I don't. I mean, if she would rather have a proposal in public, I guess I'll do a proposal in public. But it's just like, I wouldn't want to do that in public because it's like, what if she says no?
Yeah.
Or what if, God forbid, she's like, "Yeah, but we gotta talk about this." You don't want to just sit there at dinner awkwardly, like,
Yeah. She's like, yes, but there's a caveat.
"We need to talk about this." Or if she's like, "Oh, you're doing this here?" Like,
Oh,
she was fine with it being in public, but she didn't like where we did it because maybe I misread or something. Because the thing is, right, about engagement is you don't want to ask too many questions about like how would you want to be proposed to, because you ask too many questions, she might say, "Oh my God, he's gonna propose," and then if you don't do it for a year, she's gonna get a little salty about like, the bitch asked me all these questions and then didn't propose to me. What the hell is this? So yeah. So they're engaged. I don't know to what extent I can review details. They haven't picked a date. They have an idea for a month. So for what it'll be next summer, next June, towards the end of June. So probably no trip in June next year. Just because it's gonna probably fall on an awkward weekend, and I don't know how. Yeah, but that is what it is. They've made a list, and they're like, we already have 272 people on the list. And they're like, well, the thing is, they got to find a venue. And
I'm just curious, how many people on average go to a wedding? I don't know. Is that a big number, or I don't know.
I think that's pretty average.
Our cousin's wedding that we just went to. How many people were there?
So I don't know how many people were there. I think her wedding number is pretty average, but this is just the start. See, the thing is, they can't finish the guest list until they find a venue, because you don't want to find a venue. Turns out you got to cut 70 people. So you got to find a venue, figure out how many people it seats, and then you can work out how many you're going to invite, and then you can work out catering and all that stuff.
Well, I think you have to figure out your must-have list of how many people must have. That way you have a minimum, when picking out a venue, because you don't want to just go too small and it's like, well, shit, we kind of need to invite these people, just because, like, they're first cousins,
Well,
Sure, you can cut out, your first 50 closest friends, you don't have to invite all of them.
Well, see, we were talking about it, and like there was a guy from high school that I honestly thought he would be on the list. Actually, I thought both these guys would be on the list right away. No, they were actually like, ooh, maybe we should add him, because like I'm gonna be an usher in this guy's wedding. Which I didn't even know the guy was engaged. Apparently he's getting married soonish. And
that shows how close of a friend you are.
Well, it never got posted on Facebook, and they're just doing it in like a small town hall. One of those small public halls you have in town, so in a small town. So it's like he's really not having that many people. So, and then, well, I know the other guy. I knew he was getting married. I didn't say he's my friend. I went to high school with him. We were in the same class. All right. He was a former classmate.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I didn't even know he was getting married. But as Rooster said, he's like, I'm in the wedding. It'd be kind of weird not to invite him, right?
Yeah, kind of like me. I should be going, waiting for my invite.
To what? Invite to what? What are you talking about?
What do you mean to what? I'm a good friend, right? I'm
to close. Who are you talking about? Friend to who?
To the rooster.
Oh, I mean, so we were. So actually, they're making the list, and when we were talking about it, his girlfriend was like, "You made the first cut," and I'm like, "Oh, cool." This is kind of awkward. Oh, great.
Did I make the first cut?
Well, no. So she was. Hold on. There's more to the story. Let me finish the story. So then she was like, so I'm like, oh, so what about plus ones and stuff? And she's like, oh yeah, we have a list of people who are and aren't allowed to have plus ones or whatever. And she's like, you, Outback, you guys can have plus ones. So, if you really want to go, if Outback or I don't have a plus one, I guess you can ask we can ask him next June if you want to be his +1.
Wait, you already have a +1?
Well, I don't know. We had a good laugh about that. She was just like, but she was like, we kind of figured you might not. And I'm like, gee, it's a year from now. You don't know. But ouch, all right.
No. You're going to give you a +1, knowing that you won't bring a +1? No, it really doesn't matter. I mean, the offer's on the table. You can bring a +1, but we know damn well you're not going to bring a +1.
That's pretty much that's what she said. I'm just like, ouch. All right. It's a year from now. Over a year. Life changes. Things change. But yeah, you're probably right.
You're right. You've gone how many years now? It's bound to happen one of these years.
See, there's that's the way the world works. I mean, I was close to having a girlfriend. She just smelled like dog shit.
Maybe that's all you can attract.
People that smell like dog shit?
Yeah.
Great. I'm for a world of hurt because I hate the smell of dog shit, which is one of the few reasons why.
Sorry, that's the best you're gonna get.
Then I'm just gonna have to wait till they finish. Then you know what? I'll just have to have a robot. Just make friends with an AI.
Make friends with an AI? AI sex doll?
No, not a sex doll. No, all right. That's enough of that. Enough of the AI. Nope. That goes into the freaking that goes into the list of the index, and we're not talking about that. Forbidden territory, because A, we've already covered it, and B, it was bad that we covered it in the first place. Anyways, so I asked like, oh, so have you figured out wedding party yet? And they're like, no, not until we figure out how many people, which is an interesting thing. I always kind of figured like you knew who you were just going to be in your wedding party. But I guess if he has to figure out, I guess groomsmen is probably, maybe he probably has his groomsmen picked, and she probably has her bridesmaids picked. But I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm always curious how many, who's going to be in his wedding party. That's what I'm curious about. And who's going to be what. I'm pretty damn sure I know who the best man's going to be. I've got a pretty damn good guess. So, but we'll see. Things change. But things don't change actually. Not with your best friends. Would you, I guess here's my question. Here's an interesting question. Do you know who you would have in your wedding party?
Do I know who I would have?
So, like, a lot of people, they make fun of, especially if a guy has it, but it's like, I think if a girl can have who she wants her bridesmaids to be, I don't see the reason for a guy, I don't see the issue with a guy knowing who his groomsmen are going to be. Long before he's ever in a relationship. I don't see an issue with it. Because it's like, these are my closest friends. These are the people that I want to be there. Right?
Sure.
Because it's like I can literally tell you what's the standard number for a wedding for groomsmen.
5? I don't know. Seems like it's like 4 or 5.
Three to 5. Oh, I always thought they were.
Oh, I was right smack dab in the middle. I said 4 to 5.
Oh, okay. So it says for very large weddings 8 to 10. Real? So they were. When they said it depends on the size of the wedding, they weren't kidding who the heck they were picking. That's interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that.
I don't have 10 friends though. I mean, I guess I could think of.
Do you plan to have like a 700 people show up to your wedding?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know what classifies as a large wedding.
I would say anything above 500 is a large wedding. In my opinion, anyways. We're talking to my grandma, and she's like, yeah, there were 500 people at your cousin's wedding. And I'm like, yeah, I'd say that's a fairly large wedding. But honestly, that might even be on the small side. I shouldn't say on the small side. I think that's on the smaller side of large weddings, because I really feel like some people really go all out. And I think around here, I think it's a limitation of where people can have their weddings and how many people those places can hold, rather than like in a big city where they might have massive weddings. But I don't know. But maybe that is a normal thing around here. I don't know. Because it's kind of like, you invite. So you start off with immediate family and your friends. And then you kind of go from there. Okay, what friends do we want to invite? Which friends do we not want to invite? So on and so forth. And then you're like, okay, then it's like your parents. And I told them, I'm like, okay, you make your list and you say, this is what you want. And then if your parents are like, we want to add all of these people, like a few hundred more people to the list, you tell them, like, look, if you want to do that, that's fine by us. More gifts for us. But you gotta pay for them. Because you tack on an extra 200 people. Fuck, that's a lot of freaking food. Each person eats a half a pound of food. That is 100 pounds of food. Minimum. Don't even get me started on drinks. Imagine the beer. What if at least half of them each have one beer? Good God.
No one limits themselves to one beer at a wedding.
Exactly. And actually, I asked them, what's your bar policy? And they're gonna. I like this. They were like, so we'll have signature drinks that are free, and then we'll have free beer. Anything else you'll have to pay for. I'm assuming water's free, and probably most sodas are free.
No, actually they're gonna charge for water.
That would
Beer's
suck. I'll just go drink out of the
water
bathroom sink.
charge.
You know what? I'll just go drink out of the bathroom sink.
Yeah. What if they do that? What if they make beer free and charge for water?
Well, in heaven there is no beer, so.
So might as well try it now.
That's why you drink it here. Oh, that's a song. I don't think you got that reference.
I've never heard of it.
That's a polka song. Anyways, so back to this groomsmen thing. Interesting. 3 to 5. So, you know what? I had 7 people in mind. Pretty sure 7. It might be 6. Yeah, 6. I have 6 groomsmen in mind. So, mine's on the larger side. But have you seen my family? Have you seen our family? It's a fairly large. I have a fairly large extended family on my father's side, so. But anyways, would you care to wonder who's on that list? Actually, 7. It is 7.
Your list or Rooster's list?
My list. I have no idea whose Rooster's list is. Like you said, he hasn't finalized it.
Your list?
Yeah, would you care to know who's on mine? It's 7. I forgot.
7 people?
Pretty sure. Hold on.
That's it? It sounds like a rather small wedding if you're only inviting 7 people.
No. On my groomsmen list.
Oh, your groomsmen list. How
Yes.
many roommates did you have?
I had 3. 7. I have 7 people, I guess. I keep doing my math wrong. So I had 3 roommates.
So I'm guessing all 3 of those roommates.
Okay.
Good so far?
Yes, you are correct. You have 3 of the 7.
I don't know if I can say. No, I think I can say his name. The other YouTuber that we collab with.
Oh. I mean, he would definitely be at. He'd definitely be at my wedding, but I wouldn't consider him a close friend to put in my groomsmen list. Actually, sorry,
right.
Buck. Well, I mean, maybe if we get closer over the years, maybe he'll boot
The
some people.
Outback?
Yes, yes. So okay, so you've got 4 of the 7.
4 of the 7.
You've got 3 left.
See, the other thing is, I never really knew how family fits. I never knew if family should be a part of the wedding, or if they're like, it's people that you want to go, but if groomsmen are mainly friends. So,
So groomsmen is kind of a weird thing.
because I never knew if it's family or if it's just friends.
So some places, it's almost exclusively family, especially if they have like a lot of brothers, or if she has a lot of sisters, or a lot of cousins who are guys that she's good that they're close. No. Or sometimes it's like family members of the bride. It's not entirely just like good friends and family members of the groom.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends on what the couple wants. Personally, the 7 I've got, there's family and it's mostly friends, but that's just because I have more friends than I have family that I put on my list. So
Would your brother make the list, or would he just be a person at the wedding?
he'd be an usher. I mean, okay, it's kind of like this. If he puts me in his wedding party, he won't. But let's say he did, I kind of feel obligated to put him in mine.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree.
And that's kind of same with Buck. If for some reason I end up there, I don't think I would. But let's say I ended up in the party, I feel kind of obligated to maybe make him an usher or somebody. So my brother would definitely be an usher.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not. He's not in the groomsmen. No. You really can't guess who the last 3 people would be. I figured these would be the first 3 people you put on there.
Well, I'm guessing. Well, see, I wanted to say me and my brother, but I wasn't sure if we would just be like random ushers or whatever, or if we would actually be in it. I wasn't sure.
Okay. So yes, it's gonna be you and your brother. There's a good chance you're gonna end up being my best man.
Oh, really?
More than likely. I don't.
You don't have any other good friends?
I mean, there's Outback and Rooster.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Close contenders.
We've been doing this for so damn long. We've known each other longer than I've ever known Rooster.
Yeah.
And we've been good friends longer than Rooster and I have ever been good friends.
I'm kind of curious, who has more dirt on you?
Probably anything. What dirt? What dirt do I have? That's the other question.
What dirt?
Anything I do,
sure
I tell you. It's not like
there is a library of dirt.
I don't really know, because anything I tell you, anything I've told him, I've probably told you.
That's the thing, right? Because you went to school with him. So I figured, like, the amount of shit he could rack up throughout the day.
Oh, I don't know. No, okay. So we've got you, Kyle, Outback, Rooster, AK, and Rondo. You're missing one other person. One other person.
Will.
Of course.
Of course, Will.
Of course, Will. Whether he wants to actually be there or not.
He'll be at his dad's.
What?
He'll be at his dad's. He won't be able to make it.
His dad's wedding? No, the thing is, he'll be married before any of us, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. It's almost... What kind of... Yeah.
I'd put money on it.
Should we put money on it? So we do like Lily and Marshall and How I Met Your Mother. They had a box of long-term bets.
Yeah. Do we bet who's gonna get married first?
Yeah, that's a girl thing though. Girls usually do that.
Oh,
but absolutely, we talked about who we invited from their class, and it was a good amount of girls. I don't know if there were really that many guys he invited, to be honest. But so there's my part. There's the wedding party. We got you. We got Kyle. We got Will. We've got Rooster, Rondo, AK, and Outback. There's my wedding party, folks. Unless something drastic happens.
If you asked earlier, what kind of dirt do I have on you? I'd probably just say, look around.
Look around. What the fuck?
Would you mind turning around and looking around?
That actually reminds me, I need to change my calendar. This isn't dirt. This is on the internet.
Oh yes, now the internet has dirt on you.
See, that's the thing, right? If you want to have dirt on me, right? I
gotta say something the world doesn't already know.
Right, and there's very.
They already know about your living situation.
That's true. There's very little the internet doesn't already know.
I gotta start saving some good stuff.
There's very little the internet doesn't already know.
Yeah. So it's not really dirt. Yeah, I get what you mean.
So props to having an open life. So
doesn't mean it can't be shared.
I guess.
Again.
Again. It's always there. It's not like it's going anywhere.
That again. That reminds me of our cousins. Welcome back again.
What?
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome again.
Welcome back again. Oh my god. Yeah, there's that. But see, that's a second wedding. And then there was our other cousin whose wedding was destroyed by COVID. So the last I was
actually looking forward to that one because we were going to make a big old vacation out of the deal. We're gonna be gone for 10 days touring Colorado.
Yeah.
Well, that never happened. Something happened and we couldn't go.
What a legendary quote. What a legendary quote.
Something will happen and you can't go.
What a stupid question. What a stupid quote that just Oh my god, at the wedding. Could you imagine the toast? Your toast, so that the best man, right? You got to give a toast.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine you getting up there? I hope that's in there.
Something will happen and you can't go.
But it'll be so when Doc asked me to be his best man, I was like, I had to say the classic quote
I gotta be rational with myself. Something may happen and I can't go.
Just cursing yourself. We're cursing the whole damn thing. You know what? Something will happen and this will never happen.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh no! What have I done? What have I done? See.
You're writing it for me. Thanks.
See the universe.
So easy.
What?
I already got my opening line.
What? Oh, okay. What's
the next 79 sentences?
79 sentences. That's an oddly specific number. Why is it 80 sentences total?
Oh.
No, the classic groomsman speech is they get up there and they say the same damn joke. Oh, hi, I'm Dr. Sheep. I'm friend of the groom. And and as the best man, it is my duty to write a speech as long as the groom is going to last on his wedding night. To that, I raise a toast. And then that's the end.
Yeah.
The joke is that he won't last more.
Out there, it's a sad day. Another beauty leaves the waters. And for all the ladies out there, I think you can agree, today went by without much of a ripple.
Can you imagine? There's always that thought of like, what do you say? What do you do in a best man speech? And how cynical do you get?
To all the men out there, I think you'll agree, another beautiful fish has left the waters. And to all the ladies, I think you'll agree with me that today went by without much of a ripple.
No, what you do is you get up there. You're the best man, right? And you're like, it's a tragic day to see such a beautiful woman get married off to such an ugly piece of shit.
Yes.
The world's lost the eighth wonder, and humanity. Honestly, humanity's lost two things today. One, the eighth wonder of the world, the bride, and two, this man is entering the gene pool. To that, I raise a toast. The end of the world. God, that's how you get punched in the nuts.
Yeah, no, I gotta make the joke. I'm still questioning whether or not you're blind, because how can you not see this piece of shit you're sitting next to?
I think she's blind.
I still question whether or not you're blind.
It's like when I met her, she had a cane and was wearing sunglasses. It's like she sprained her ankle and she got her pupils dilated, Phil. No. I really think she's blind. Because how could you marry this? How could you marry Doc?
Oh yeah, remember Uncle made that joke about how he showed this girl a YouTube video of you, and she was like, "Oh wow, he's kind of cute," and you're like, "Wait, really? Who is this girl?" He's like, "Oh wait, I think I forgot to mention she's also blind."
I think that was all built up, right? That was not a real interaction. I couldn't imagine you're in your insurance. I mean, maybe, because I mean, at our cousin's wedding, he did get up there and he was just like, "Yeah, then I've got my 4 nephews back there."
I got my nephews over there.
The worst part was all 4 of us were sitting next to each other.
Yes. Look, they're all sitting next to each other at the table.
It was Kyle, you, myself, and my brother. It was just like, oh, great.
Great.
The 4 amigos. Sorry, the 3 amigos and my brother.
3 amigos and the brother.
And the tall one.
the tall one.
The tall one. Although, I guess we're like the same height, but I still feel like I have to look up at him, so I'm not sure. Did I just have big head up here? Tall
you have
head.
a big-ass forehead.
Thanks. I did say, though, one time I got my hair cut really short, and I swear I looked like Richard Nixon.
Big forehead.
And I was just like, I don't know how I feel about this. But, maybe if Richard Nixon could get elected.
Yeah, he could become president.
I suppose. Today.